Hey Bears, learning target for today, I will explore erosion using Gizmo so that I can understand how different factors affect eroded material amounts. I will know I've got it when I can complete the last question using data from my 3 tables to support my answer. So, bell work for you today is to be checking Canvas and PowerSchool and making sure your grades match. If you have anything that does not have a corresponding score, I'm going to need you to send me a message if something has a score that does not match in Canvas and PowerSchool. In class, we are doing test makeups, so if you are a person who is at home, we will worry about that when you come back. You should be working on the Bill Nye Erosion Play Posit, pretty self-explanatory. And then from there, we're going to move on to an erosion virtual lab. It's a Gizmo. Looks like this. As usual, you're going to use your Bears 832, sit 832, login. Probably going to look like this when you get to your page. Go ahead and get logged in, select the correct class, you can go to Find Gizmo, and find erosion rates. Okay, so what we're going to do is experiment with each setting, precipitation, temperature, and vegetation for all rock types, sandstone, shale, and mixed rock type. All right, for the first table we're going to fill out, we're going to keep it at sandstone. That's the default setting here. We're going to set everything at medium, and we're going to see how sliding different factors affects the amount of eroded material. So let's slide precipitation all the way to 0. We'll let it run all the way to 300,000 years. Once it gets to 300,000 years, I'm going to pause it, and I'm going to record the amount of eroded rock that's present here. That shows us how much rock was eroded over 3,000 years, or 300,000 years in these conditions. That means average temperature, average vegetation cover, and low precipitation. I'm going to pretend it got to 300,000. I would record that amount in my low precipitation. I'm going to head and go reset. I'm going to slide precipitation now up to medium. And we're going to rerun and see if it changes the amount of eroded material. When it reaches 300,000, pause it, record your data. Then you'll reset. Now slide precipitation all the way up to the highest setting. Once again, run for 300,000, pause, record your data. Once you finish precipitation, when you reset next time, you're going to move temperature down and repeat the process. All of these steps are listed right here on your document. Once you've gotten through the whole entire table, you need to look and figure out which settings would create the least amount of eroded material, essentially which set of factors, what precipitation level, what temperature level, what vegetation level, all combined, give you the least amount of eroded material. From there, you'll record this and say which of those settings you used to get the least amount of eroded material. Then, when you reset, we're going to switch rock types to shale, and we'll start the whole process over again. When you get to the bottom of the document, that's something that we are doing in class, so don't worry about this until you get back. Please refer to these steps right here to help you walk through all of these, and you will do all 3 rock types, sandstone, shale, and mixed. Let me know if you run into any problems, but otherwise that is your work for the day. Enjoy!